So we have a new set of documents showing around the time Comey was fired and then Mueller was appointed, Rosenstein was getting all sorts of interesting communications from Obama officials or former Obama officials. On May 15th, 2017, someone sends them an email from the office with the subject line, Eric Holder just called for you. Eric Holder, former Justice Department Attorney General for the President of the United States, Barack Obama. The message says, please call him. You're going to love this. Remember John Huber, who was part of that scam by Sessions to distract us from demanding a special counsel, didn't distract me or Judicial Watch, but to distract Congress and other Americans from calling for a special counsel. Sessions appointed Huber to, quote, investigate Clinton. There was no investigation. May 16th, Huber wrote to Rosenstein, Rod, we're proud of you. For what? It was a time when Comey was appointed. Excuse me, Mueller was appointed. Next day, Mueller was appointed officially. Rosenstein's also talking to Washington Post, talking about leakers. He talks to Washington Post reporter Horowitz, included multiple off-the-record calls, information sharing, in an email exchange on May 12, 2017. I think Comey I forget what day he had been fired. I think it was May 8th. I call it, this is our 7 days in May FOIA. This is the key. This was where the coup, in many ways, was launched against the president in a significant way. Remember the movie 7 Days in May? I think that's the name of the movie, isn't it? We asked for documents between Rosenstein's communications between May 8th and May 17th. So it's kind of 10 days in May, but I'm going to call it 7 days in May. So he's talking about wearing a wire on the president, using the 25th Amendment, and out of that also flowed the appointment of Mueller. All that took place within that time period. So he's getting calls from the Washington Post, and she's complaining, the reporter is complaining about the DOJ spokeswoman, yelling at her. So Rosenstein offers to talk to the spokeswoman for the Washington Post reporter and tells her, I will talk to Sarah. And the reporter responds, she's around all night if Rosenstein wants to talk off the record, which suggests to me that that previously has happened. Does it suggest that, does that sound right to you too? That's what I love about Judicial Watch. I love lots of things about Judicial Watch, but we put the documents out there, and if you don't like my spin, you can look at them and judge for yourself. We're not hiding them from you. Go to our website, judicialwatch.org. You can look at these emails. Maybe you'll find something we missed. And if you do, let us know. In an email exchange around the time of the 13th through the 16th, again, Horowitz requests that they speak off the record again. Rosenstein replied by sending her a link to a story, a nice story about him in the Baltimore Sun. So he's doing his own press, which is fine. But it certainly shows that he was not a person who was keeping secrets at the Justice Department. And I think there's enough here to suggest there should be a more serious investigation of whether he leaked anything inappropriately. On May 18th, 2017, she emails him with the subject line, urgent, to ask him about President Trump being the focus of an FBI investigation. Can I please talk to you as soon as possible on deep background? So it's not clear what they talked about. He gets an email from Catherine Davis, a 60 Minutes producer. I hope you're handling all this craziness this week. I'm sure that you are. Much to discuss. FBI finalists and whether you are considering accusing. Hoping not, but let me know. Let me know when I can come and visit next week. You know where to reach me in the meantime. Would you be reassured to know that the number 2 in the Justice Department had these types of relationships with Washington Post and 60 Minute reporters while he's figuring out and contemplating a coup against the President of the United States by wearing a wire, invoking the 25th Amendment, and appointing needlessly a special counsel to harass him? And then after he appoints Mueller, all these Obama gang people start calling him. Obama special counsel. Wanted to send you a note of support. If there's anything I can do to be of help, let me know. Obama White House Deputy Associate Counsel, Mark Liotta. Thinking of you and your family. I hope you're hanging in there. Interestingly, he emails Brett Kavanaugh for Judge Bates' cell phone number. Judge Kavanaugh was on the appellate court at the time, and Judge Bates was a district court judge. That was shortly before he appointed Mueller. Top DOJ official James Cole writes an email to him, "You have the right approach." So Steny Hoyer. Steny Hoyer, number 2 Democrat in the House, talking to Rod Rosenstein. Just before he appoints Mueller special counsel. Bates sends him an email. Judge Bates sends him an email. Great move on the appointment of special counsel. Aren't these incredible? Obama's former principal deputy solicitor general and a very public anti-Trump activist, Neil Catyl. It's K-A-T-Y-A-L. Catyl. That's how I pronounce it. He wants to talk to Rosenstein. He wants to call him. Excuse me, Rosenstein wants to call him. Really astonishing emails. And courtesy of Judicial Watch, not the dishonest media, and not the hapless Congress.
Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all the latest news from Judicial Watch.